Hey, what's happening, everybody? We got I got a certified refurbished 4K stick just now. It didn't come in the original box, it just came in a package, but it looks like it's all here. USB cord, power supply, your HDMI extension, your 4K stick, and your 4K remote. I don't see any batteries, so we will get some batteries. And I will pause this and come back, and I'll have it hooked up, and hopefully we'll get to a screen share. So I'll just get it hooked up to my network, and then hopefully we'll get to screen capture here. So let me pause this and we'll be right back. Alright, we're back here. And yeah, the stick did come with batteries, so just make sure you look for that, but I have plenty of batteries. But yeah, it did come. Like I said, it doesn't come in the original packaging, it just comes in bubble wrap, so just these popped out on the floor, I didn't see, but it does come with everything you need. So we got it hooked up. The only thing I did was sign in to my account. It's a little laggy here. And then my Fire TV. I turned on ADB debugging so I could cast it here, and then I allowed from unknown sources. And that's all I've done so far. Yeah, it's pretty buggy. It's not on my TV, but it is on the screen deal there. What else do we want to do in here? Preferences, equipment control, displays and sounds. I think everything's good, but if you need to adjust stuff, I'm hooked up to my network. I signed into my network, and I signed into my Google account. Other than that, I haven't done nothing. It does do about a 5-minute update for you when you first plug it in. So let's get started here. I'm going to go ahead and get the downloader. So go to the search. We'll start typing downloader till you see it down here. Click on it. Says there are several ways to open your apps. Use your apps and channels row on home by holding the home button and selecting apps to see all your apps. Got it. Alright, downloaded, so we're going to go ahead and open it. We'll allow it. Quick start guide shows you how to some things. Just read along, guys. It's pretty easy. Now I go back to the left here, go down to settings, and make sure that enable JavaScript. So now we'll go back to home, and we are going to get file linked. So we will just add that GET dot file linked dot com, and we'll hit go. And we will install. And I'm going to hit done. I probably should be watching this cast so it doesn't. Alright, and then once your file is downloaded and installed, you can go ahead and delete it. Yeah, I'll try to just do it on the cast so it's not, my voice is on point here. Delete. Alright, now I'm just going to hit my home button. Go over and our file linked right here. We'll click on it. Alright, and to enter the code, just click your select button. We'll type in 6. Four. 0. 6 6 0 2 2 I don't know if you can see on my TV screen over here, but it's laggy on my this ADB casting. Alright, once you get that, we'll just hit the select on the continue. Dismiss any pop-ups. It'll just be that one. Just dismiss it. And I have everything in my store. You can see there's labels, and then everything's in alphabetical order. So this will be the APK stores and browsers section, and so on and so on. So we'll just toggle through and we'll grab a few things. I'll show you how to install one thing, and then I'll probably pause it and install a few more things, and then I'll come back and show you how to set everything up. Of course, EUMC, that's one of the first things I install. The best player for any device. So you just highlight the download arrow and then click it. It starts to download. Once that download's done, it turns into a play icon, hits that same icon for install. And we go ahead. Install. And then we'll hit done. And I'm going to stay right in here, and I'm going to find a few more things. I'll show you one more thing. See, this section's live TV and sports, so if you need some live TV, these are all free. Live TV apps and sports apps. And I try to stay up to date, guys, on this stuff, but you know how all these apps work. They get updated all the time, and some of the things might have an update, but they still work fine. So I don't go crazy on getting every single update as soon as it comes out, but I do stay pretty good up to date on things. Here's some media centers, your Kodi forks and whatnot. Some miscellaneous. I got a couple launchers: Earth Webcam, Happy Chick, Nova Launcher, RetroArch. But this is, I have lots of devices, so this is. And then our movie and TV shows section. Oh, my BTV needs to be messed with. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get this new Cinema beta update. So click that download arrow. Turns into a play icon. Hit that play icon. And we'll install. I'm just going to hit done. And I'm going to stay right in here, and I'm going to grab a couple more things, and then I'll come back. Alright, we got a few things here. This lag's going to really bug me, guys. So I'm just going to show you. We're going to do the DNS Changer Lily app. I have a video on how to do this. Click on Add Server. Entry name. Put add guard DNS. You can name it whatever you want, but and now we're going to type in 176 103 130 130, and then we'll hit next, and then the second line 176 dot 103 dot 130 dot 131. Next, double check everything. 176, 103, 130, 130, 176, 100. Alright, now we're going to hit add. Now we're going to highlight that. We'll come all the way down. Oops. Oops. And we're going to hit connect. And now it should be green and you should be connected. So now we'll go back up to the top right, the 3 dots, settings, and we're going to connect on system startup. So anytime we start it, we'll have anything that has ads, it'll be blocked. Okay? I also got the mouse toggle. I don't think mouse toggle will work because I'm using ADB. Settings. Says system starting, so let's see. Yeah, it says it says to turn it off and turn it on if it gets stuck. So let me see here. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with the setting. Mouse toggle I like to use for speed tester. I don't even know if this speed tester is gonna work. I should have got a device rotation. Not a big deal. That's not what I... And then I also got MX Player Pro. So what we do in here, top right, 3 dots. We'll go down to settings. We're going to go to decoder. You're going to want to check these top 2 boxes. Leave everything else. Another thing I do, I've just been doing this from day one. I don't know if it helps or not. Video resizing delay, I enter 4 zeros. Somebody told me to do that a long time ago, and that's the setup I've been doing since day one. So that's my setup for MX Player. Now it's ready. The other player I have, this is my player of choice, EUMC. This is an SPMC fork designed to use as a player with your APKs. So first thing, green is good, red is bad, so we'll update the wizard. We'll hit continue. We'll hit the build menu. Just hit your OK. Go down and pick a skin. I like the summer skin. We're going to do a fresh install. Green is good, red is bad, so continue. Red is bad, green is good, so we're going to force close. And we're going to open it right back up. Alright, and up top here, here's for your video cache settings. If you're on a FireStick, FireStick, Fire TV, Fire TV, Shield, Android devices. He's got both of these areas fixed for 350 for video cache. The Shield's over 500. Android devices you just set yourself. So we're on FireStick. I'm just going to hit Fire TV. Says, would you like to download and install Amazon Fire TV Jarvis? Install. Hit OK. And now that's set up for a player. So for Cinema, I installed Cinema, Cyber, and Morph for VOD APKs. So we'll just allow it. We're going to accept the disclaimer. This is just telling you what's been happening with it, the change logs. So then we go to the top left, 3 lines, settings. I'm going to leave that default player. I'm going to leave that always ask. I'm going to go ahead and log into my reel to brid. And then I'm going to go ahead and enable my torrents from my reel to brid. Back out. Switch to my movies. Click on our Captain Marvel. Alright, we got some torrents here. We're on a 4K TV with the 4K stick, so let's try our 4K 12.21 gigabyte file. Let's see. And I'm just going to hit play. If you try to play a torrent in this cinema, you have to play it with the internal player first. Let it go for a few seconds. We'll back up. Hit that same thing. Now I'll hit open with. And then I'm going to choose my EUMC. That's just I just feel more comfortable and confident using EUMC than the internal players. Top right, it'll show it's working. And then boom. You got your 4K file. That's 12.21 gigabyte file playing on a 4K stick, guys. And then you just hit back a couple times to minimize it, and you'll go back into your VOD APK. Alright, what else do we got here? Cyberflix. We'll set that up real quick. We'll allow it. Same thing, go into your settings. Now this one, you can choose default play action. You can just go ahead and sit open with right away. And you can tweak these other settings and whatnot. All I do is I log into my reel to brid. That's all. That's the only settings I do. Just go through these motions. It just this first time it takes a couple things. It'll ask you a couple things and just say don't show again. Oops. So we got a 4K film right there, reel to brid. So we'll pick it, and it's going to go straight and ask me what player I want to use. And you can go straight into your EUMC player, or what your favorite player. Mine's EUMC. Any device from sticks up to my shield, I use EUMC. I'm just hitting my back button again to minimize, and it goes right back into your APK. This is what I wanted to do. Don't ask again. Alright, so that's your Cyberflix. Easy enough, huh guys? And now we will go morph. Oops. Morph simple enough. Go straight to your settings, down to subtitles. I disable them. That's it, guys. Now movies, and you can sign into your tract and everything. You got trending and popular, or you can search. We'll stick with this Captain Marvel. And this one doesn't have reel to brid integration, but it does still pull some nice free links. Like I said, there's also B, but I need to get my B updated in my file link. So well, maybe Morph needs an update. Let's try a different movie. Maybe Morph needs an update. Maybe stick with Morpheus. Morpheus has been going from day one, but I don't know how much time we're at here, guys. Oh, there we go. We're getting some links. There we go. Alright, so where's my mouse? So the green is, just look at this as a stoplight. Green's go, yellow's caution, red is bad. So if we go up here, select source, we can change HD, SD, unknown, but you can change that'll show the size. This shows the sources, and then this shows the individual sources. I like keeping it on HD. So if you just fast click it, just fast tap, it'll just start the movie using the player. Okay. And this is the ping time that you're getting it from that source. So see, this is only 589 megabytes, and but that ping time's 443 milliseconds. So you're getting it's going to load pretty fast. But that 1 gigabyte at that speed loaded pretty good. And then here's your sources: the open load, Google Video, and then this breaks it down a little bit further. But if you wanted to use a different player, you just long press, select another player, and then you can use your EUMC. Simple enough. How much time did we have here? 30 minutes. And we're already up and rolling with a ton of stuff. Ton of good movies. Movies and shows, you're ready. I could have installed live TV, but I use paid live TV. But there's tons of free live TV ones. Here, let me pause this and see if I can get a screen rotation and see if I can get my speed tester to work. Alright, I just went with the Analytics speed test here. So we'll open that up. And we'll do a quick test here. So not too shabby. I mean, I'm not what I pay for, but plenty of speed. I like the Ookla speed test better, but I can't get it to work right now, so. But this gives you a lot more detail than the Ookla speed test. But like I said, I don't prefer this speed test, but a lot of people do. But there you go. That's not too bad. 5G. Plenty of speed. Alright, and then here's our apps and channels. So you go all the way to the right here, see all. And here's my set orientation that I installed to put it in landscape mode if some apps need that. So then we just highlight it, hit the 3 bars, and we'll pin to the front. This is another APK store. So we're gonna try to do this in order. I'm gonna pin this to the front. We don't need this DNS changer much, so we'll pin that to the front. We'll go ahead and pin our APK time to the front. We don't need much of that. So mouse toggle, pin. Analytics we'll go ahead and pin. File linked we'll go ahead and pin. Morph we'll go ahead and pin. Cyber we'll go ahead and pin. So you just do it in the backwards order. So now when we hit our home button, so these are the you know what I mean? You go from do your least popular app that you're going to be using first, and then climb up to your most popular app. So that's the first one that you'll see on your apps. So that's a little bit how to do that. Now every once in a while, go into your settings, applications, manage installed apps, and force stop. If you have any issues, come down here and clear the cache. APK time we use, force stop. Cinema, force stop. Cyberflix, force stop. This DNS changer you'll want to leave running. Downloader we used, force stop. EUMC, force stop. See all that cache that's built up over here? So you can go ahead and clear that cache if you want. But it's going to take a little bit to load up. I just leave it. Unless it's having issues, then go ahead and clear the cache. I mean, all these movies, and but the player, that UMC, if you clear the cache, it's going to take a little bit to load up each time. So you can just leave that. And set orientation, you can leave also. Here's what set orientation looks like. You can pick any of these. I just always put it on automatic full, or you can just do landscape. Because a lot of these apps, they come in portrait mode, so they won't run right unless you have some kind of device or rotation. So I put it on automatic full, so it works when it needs to, and then just leave that running. It doesn't take up much. Can we see? Look at that, guys. They got everything we need except some live TV apps, and we got 4.19 gigabytes available of 5.28 gigabytes. So I haven't even touched this thing, and I already got everything I need. I'll throw a few of my paid sub live TV apps, but even if you're going for free apps, you can throw some free TV apps in there too. You got plenty of room. So there's a little rundown, quick little setup, how to make your 4K FireStick ad-free, the best player to use, EUMC, and then a few of the top ones. I'd throw a BTV in there. I'll get that straightened out in my file link. But besides Cinema, Cyber, B, and Morph is about all you need. And then if you want some free live TV, just go into my file link. And then that DNS changer Lily, MX player for a backup player, and then the set orientation app. And then I have mouse toggle, but like I said, it won't work when I'm screencasting because I'm using the ADB to screencast. So, alright, there it is, 4K FireStick setup, easy peasy. Love you all, peace out, and happy streaming.